This past weekend, Francis Ngannou faced off against Tyson Fury in his debut boxing match, labeled as the Battle of the Baddest. Initially, people around the world thought Francis had absolutely no chance in this fight, believing that Fury would be far too much for the former UFC heavyweight champion. Going into the fight, Francis had shown no significant boxing ability during his UFC career, which led many to believe that a 3-month training camp, even with Mike Tyson as his coach, wouldn't be sufficient for him to compete with the current heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. However, Francis not only showed that he could hold his own but, in the eyes of almost everyone, actually won the fight. He managed to knock Tyson Fury down, land cleaner and harder strikes, and silence doubters everywhere, proving that he was as proficient a boxer as he was an MMA fighter. Going the full 10 rounds with the Gypsy King in his debut and winning, despite the controversial decision by the judges, was a remarkable achievement. Now, what's next for Francis Ngannou? He currently has a contract with the Professional Fighters League, PFL, and is being ranked in the heavyweight division of boxing after his fight with Fury. However, the question arises, can he effectively balance both careers? Personally, I think he should take one PFL fight against whoever the champion is. I don't watch it, not going to lie, secure his $1 million paycheck by knocking out his opponent in the first round, and then return to boxing. In the world of boxing, he should consider facing off against Deontay Wilder in a fight that could be marketed as a clash between two of the biggest punchers in history. I believe this fight has the potential to become one of the biggest fights of all time, and aside from a potential Fury rematch, it could be the most lucrative option. In fact, I'd much rather watch Ngannou vs. Wilder than a Ngannou vs. Fury rematch. After witnessing what Ngannou can do in a boxing ring, he has truly shown his patience and skill. Ngannou is the real deal, and I genuinely believe he has the tools to beat Wilder. However, that being said, Eddie Hearn had some words to say about Francis, suggesting that Anthony Joshua would make easy work of him. Maybe he would, as we know that styles make fights, but I don't see AJ's glass chin holding up if Ngannou lands a clean shot. As we've seen, Francis can eat heavyweight punches for breakfast. While Fury didn't look like himself in their fight, I believe Joshua would take Francis more seriously, but ultimately, I could envision Francis knocking AJ out cold as well. I understand that fighting in the PFL for $1 million might seem less appealing after earning such lucrative paydays in boxing. However, one should never doubt this man's determination. As much as I respect his choice, I can't help but feel a bit disappointed that he left the UFC. Even though boxing has made him a much bigger star, there aren't many fights in the PFL that are particularly exciting for him. Nevertheless, Francis continues to defy people's expectations and make everyone who doubted him, including myself, look like complete idiots. Either way, I'm glad to be proven wrong because this man was truly unappreciated, and now the entire world has recognized him as the superstar he always should have been. What do you guys think? Who should Francis Ngannou fight next? Let me know in the comments section below. I am the MMA spokesman, and don't forget to subscribe.